week? Did everybody have a good week?
Yeah.
Yes, business picking up. I'm seeing a lot more contracts come through. A lot more listings, a lot of people asking questions about buyer listing presentations. We're gonna have some classes on that. But it seems to me that things are really starting to move a little bit. So if you are a new agent, this is a great time to be in real estate. If you are an experienced agent, this is a great time to be in real estate. It's just a good time to be doing what we do. So we're all very thankful to be here with each other. So welcome to the meeting. Let's see if I can do my. Before I even touch it, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start off. You can see that today we are bold. We're gonna watch a video at the end of the meeting. We're gonna have a couple people come up, tell you how it's impacted their lives. We're gonna hand out some tickets. Bold starts tomorrow. I would love to see every single one of you at the first step of Bold. It is free. It's free, y'all. It is free. It is an entire day of coaching. Excellent coaching, top level coaching that is absolutely free to you. If at the end of the day, you decide, I want a little more of this, I might even be willing to pay for this. You will have the opportunity to do that, but the first step, no cost, no obligation, and it's a free day of coaching, and it's good. It is good. You get good things out of the first day of Bold. Come on. I was supposed to do it every time to say Bold. Totally lost control over the meeting. You said Bold. It's just when I say the B word.
All right.
Video. We thought it was short and to the point and had a lot of excitement in it. So, if you want to know more about the B program, there are a lot, y'all scare me. There are a lot of videos on YouTube. There are a lot of people in this office who have been to Bold. How many times, Donna? 21. Are you done or is there gonna be another one? Okay, we're moving on. We're gonna do gratitude. We are so grateful for all of you. And I know that you guys are grateful for each other because you come in my office and you tell me every day, this person did this for me. This person did this. I was able to help this person do this and it made me feel some kind of way. So who in this office is grateful today? Do they have a gratitude they would like to share? Yes, sir, Mr. Keith. Oh, he's gonna stand up, y'all. Okay, stand back. You want a cake? Hang on, I'm not covered by cake. I'm gonna. Now you can go. Yeah, we good.
First of all, I want to say, I am grateful for the new light changer we have over there. He's 611. Help change the light.
Absolutely.
But on a serious note, one thing I was thinking about, and I've thought about, recently, Robin moved on, to follow her dream, and of course, Aubrey. So I started thinking about what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to see these people follow their dreams and do something that works for them. And I started thinking about that. I said, well, what am I doing in my life to follow my dreams or make these changes as well, all uncomfortable changes. So I'm just saying, I'm grateful that we've had them in our lives for that experience, but I'm also grateful for what it motivated me to do and think about what to challenge myself with in an uncomfortable fashion.
Oh, I love that.
I can't stop.
Yes, ma'am.
I have two things.
Let's hear 'em.
I'm grateful for Roxy Hernandez. She
Absolutely.
Always makes opportunities available. I was able to host an open house for Roxy. A Couple of weekends, great turnouts, both weekends, so
Love it.
lots of potential leads. I'm also very grateful that my son, my oldest son, has been accepted into the PhD program in the physics.
That man who brought you the flowers?
No, my oldest.
There's
son.
another one.
My youngest son.
Okay.
He's going to Catholic University in DC.
Yes.
And he has a, research assistant opportunity.
That is amazing.
Paid,
No, it's Neha.
Near Howard, okay. That is
I'm
incredible.
excited he starts in the fall.
Congratulations to you for
For a
raising.
PhD in our program, in our family.
Nice, that's amazing. I love it, right? Fantastic. Does anybody else have anything that they are grateful for? Yes, ma'am. I'm ignoring you, Compound. I'm just gonna act like you're not. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look at
I'm
it.
grateful to Donna McClure for giving us some of her extra Eclipse classes.
Yeah.
I found yesterday and handed them out to people that I know, and I got to have conversations with them, and I loved doing that, so thank you, it's so much fun.
And I wanna piggytail on that, or piggyback, or ride the coattail, I don't know, I'll do something with it.
Whatever.
We had so much fun in this office yesterday. Y'all don't even know. I mean, we were all doing something, we were all busy, we were all working, and all of a sudden, here come Taylor and Donna with these glasses. And you wanna talk about a bunch of dorks? We ran outside with our glasses and we're all, running outside and we're all looking and we're pointing at stuff. It was, that. What you couldn't see was Joel. Joel was all the way in the back and Joel was down like this. And I'm like, Joel, get up. We had the best time. So all that to say, if you're not here, you're missing stuff, because we are having a blast in this office, and it's people like these two right here that make it happen. So thank you for that opportunity yesterday. I mean, we got to all experience it together. It's never gonna happen, just like that again. So thank you for all of that. Anybody else? If I must. Go ahead. Yes, sir. He doesn't eat candy.
I'm
Go ahead.
grateful for Julie and Carrie because of my working with my anxiety as a new agent, and definitely calmed me down and to keep me on the right path. So yeah.
Y'all, this is a good guy right here. You need help with things, this guy right here. He's a good guy, so anybody else, and we don't have any candy for you, but,
Candy. I don't want candy. I just want to say, I'm grateful that, today is my oldest child's birthday. And, she was the start of our little brood. Yeah, so it just makes me feel good.
it should make.
She made you a mom. Yep, she made me a mom.
Oh, that is exciting. Tell her happy birthday from all of us.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, ma'am.
So Taylor and I had the best time. We delivered 130 Popeyes with moon pies and the Eclipse glass.
Did y'all hear what this?
I'm my queen right here.
Moon pies and eclipse glasses. They delivered how many?
130 stops.
It's called a pop by, and I know it sounds odd, but
The new people.
what you're doing for all of our newer agents is you are hopping by the house with a little something. It gets people very excited. It helps them remember you. I usually try to do it to the top. 100 is fantastic, but maybe like the top 25 people who gave you business last year. It's up to you to pick who you want. But these are the queens right here of the pop by. So moon pies and glasses.
Well, and we're fine tuning. Next time on the card, we're gonna ask them to tag us because a few people did tag
Oh,
us.
that's a great idea.
And you would not believe the number of people that like look at the little bag and they go, oh my God, You've saved our lives.
With the classes.
Yeah,
I forgot to get glasses.
They did, and you know, I had one couple who I love dearly, one of her dad is a school teacher. He gave them one pair for the
Pass
couple.
it around.
Yeah, for the couple and their two children, and she looked at me and she said, great, Dad, what am I supposed to do for my autistic 6-year-old? Tell him not to look at the sign.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody is like that.
You had enough classes for everything.
We did.
You came prepared. Did you have
Yes,
a gratitude?
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
my gratitude, I want to thank our leadership team. I really want to thank the office staff because they do a wonderful job.
Oh my
Had I not been in this role, I would not have been able to appreciate all the work that they do behind the scenes to make this run so smooth. So kudos to them. And I will say this, please get all your paperwork in ahead of time. Anything that you have, please get it in ahead of time. Because they have to work so tirelessly to get it in on time because you're not ahead of time. All right, all right.
She gets back on her meds in about 5 minutes. We're gonna put her back on her meds. Yep.
I've actually had a number of times I've actually walked into an office and
I can, you're always a.
His moments.
yeah, but yeah, she's been great. And I just want to appreciate it.
How long have you been in business?
I joined towards the end of last year.
Okay.
And
How many deals are we doing right now?
in March, I've done about 5.
5 years.
Yeah. For anybody who, and I mean, this is the most quiet, polite, amazing, fabulous human being who does real estate his way. And it's working, no, it is working. My man's out there ringing the cowbell. He's got some land he's working on with developers. He's making it happen, and we're so proud of him.
That just means you guys are next. So just know that when God shows you something, it's because you're next. So you gotta dream big because you guys are next. For those of you that didn't
All
have
right, we
it.
gotta find her.
Okay, so
One more.
yes, one more.
Go.
I am so grateful for a chance encounter I had meeting this wonderful man, Mr.
Yes.
Here in the back. He is not even licensed yet. He was here yesterday. He is here for team meeting today. He is gonna join the crew here. And y'all please get to know him. He is like multi-talented on a billion different levels.
He's pretty cool.
He is. So anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with it. I can't wait to see what's next.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we would like to thank Velocity Real Estate for our fantastic lunch. Ma'am, if you would like to come up and tell. So this is something I'm so excited about. This is something that we used to do. This is old school stuff, okay? Back in the day, we were just talking about this stuff. Before she was around, okay, but the subdivision agents used to travel from sales meeting to sales meeting to sales meeting. Every Tuesday, they would bring lunch or they would bring breakfast. And they would come and they would tell you about their homes. And then hopefully when you get a chance, you will drive by the homes and you will preview the homes. So she is going to tell us all about Holly Springs City Hall.
Yes, okay, first I gotta tell you who I am.
But yeah.
I'm Itanda Thule. Itanda Thule, I'm the broker and owner of Velocity Real Estate. My gratitude actually has to do with y'all's office.
Oh, let's hear it,
I wanna
girl.
hear that.
We love that gratitude.
Your former team leader, Robin.
Robin, yes.
Robin, I've been doing real estate, y'all, for 20 years. I used to work for John Wheelan Homes. When I left there, I was the sales manager for the Atlanta market. I have sold probably, close to 1,000 homes or more, but Robin, I tell people on my top 3 transactions, as far as difficulty, she was my co-op agent. And we worked, her client had an attorney, I had my attorneys, we worked a 60-page contract. escrow agreement. And so she and I always stayed in touch. We always stayed in touch. And so I have an affinity for your office because of Robin. So that's why I called to come here to talk to you guys. So I've been in real estate for a while, new construction for a while. If you sold anything with John Wheelan Homes, Stonecrest Homes, Brightwater Homes, then I probably was the girl behind the scenes negotiating the contract. So now you get to see me from out of the deal box. I own this company, Velocity Real Estate, and we now sell for small and medium-sized builders. So we are selling a new project for Stonecrest Homes called Holly Springs Town Center. So you guys, I'm a Roswell girl too. I live right around the corner from here, right off the Howes way. So I could walk to your office. Matter of fact, Robin and I used to have coffee on my back porch to talk about real estate stuff. But I wanted you to know about Holly Springs. So if you know where downtown Woodstock is, north of Woodstock is Holly Springs, but south of Canton. So kind of in slightly a sweet spot. Because we live in Roswell, we know the beauty of Canton Street and what the price per square foot of living within half a mile of Canton Street commands versus just living in a cul-de-sac in Roswell. We also understand what it means to live in downtown Alpharetta within half a mile of North Main Street, right? And versus just being in a random cul-de-sac in Alpharetta, because I got one of those houses listed too. But anyway, you know that price per square foot when you go to a walkable town center environment goes way up. And it offers a different lifestyle for people that are used to suburban living, but at some point in their life, things transition and they want more urban feel to their life, right? Like the cul-de-sac is great when you're raising children, but you know, once they get out of the house, you might want to walk to a coffee shop. You might want to walk to a concert. And that's what we're offering in downtown Holly Springs. So Holly Springs realizes that they are about a decade behind. So a decade ago, they started working on this town center project and we are finally going vertical. So I put on everybody's table is one of these, and if you don't, I have plenty of extra. What the downtown city center looks like is right on this front page. This is a rare opportunity for a client to get into a walkable town center neighborhood when it is coming out of the ground. So what will live in this town center is Holly Springs City Hall is coming to this location. And that's what I have rendered here. This is what City Hall will look like. Just like downtown Alpharetta, there will be a long linear park in front of the City Hall area. And then what empties out in front of that linear park for us is an amphitheater full of live music. So inside of here is a good map of what the city center looks like. The goal is also to have a microbrewery and food hall, 4 to 5 different restaurants in this location, and a few shops. So we will have 65 residences here, kind of split somewhat evenly between townhomes and single family homes. I've got 35 townhomes, 30 single family homes. I have, if you have a client looking for inventory, I have 12 finished townhomes sitting on the ground right now. $599,900 to $679,900. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And since this is close, and some of you did sell, because I was selling this neighborhood too, y'all just didn't know it was me. But if you had a client that looked in Bellhaven, which is along 92 on the left side of the road by right past West Wiggly, that model home is what I have sitting here, 3 of them at $599,900. You know, that house is 2 stories and can't do an elevator, has an elevator shaft in it. Then I have a 3-story product that's 2,700 square feet, and I've got 10 of those available between $634 and $679. So we've got a model home. We're out there 5 days a week. There's 2 special days where you'll catch me out there. But even if you come when I'm not there, once you start negotiating, it's me that you're talking to. So you're always welcome to talk. So just wanted you guys to know that this is coming down the pike and we will be happy to see you, and we have inventory. So if you've got a client that wants downtown living, but they cannot afford $1 million townhome or $1.4 million townhome, we have something in the 6s. We've sold 2. Our first 2 sales have been to investors who see the value.
Cynthia, that's what I was gonna ask. Is there any rent restrictions?
No, this builder does not believe in putting rent restrictions into the HOA.
That's the problem, we need y'all. You know what, just don't tell anybody else about this, okay? We're not all think about it.
Now, let me say, I can't say that when we leave, you know, the HOA can do what they want. But we also don't give over command of the HOA until we have sold the last house. So you have time to be grandfathered in. My first investor put their house up for lease. She leased it within the first 20 days for $3,200 a month for 2 years. So,
That's nice.
yes, yes. So please do come and see us. Any more questions?
No, Tammy with the
Onward.
Kathy Vitale and Kathy Mills team have a program that, you know, if the rent makes sense, they can help you. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, nice to meet you
Thank
all.
you so much for being here. We so appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all, that's enticing, isn't it? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Speaking of our alliance partners, Miss Tammy, what you got for us?
Hi, guys. Good morning. See a lot of new faces, which we like. Well, we all know the feds are being stubborn, right?
They are.
They are not gonna give us a rate decrease, but not to worry. I'm telling folks, you guys are telling folks, it's better to buy now, slightly higher rate rather than higher in cost. So we're reminding people of that, and we're seeing the spring market kick up. We've got a lot of activity going on. We're having our biggest month ever, and that's all thanks to you guys. So how are we doing this, especially if you guys are a first-time agent? We understand that your buyers can be extremely nerve-wracking in this environment. So we are in it with you guys. And we have our fast track program, which means we take your new buyer, we get them completely underwritten. We remove that anxiety around, do I qualify? Am I gonna get into something? My earnest money is gonna be at risk. Let's just take out the financing piece for you, right? Let's get them completely pre-underwritten. Now, what does that do for you? Now you're gonna be super competitive, right? You can go in with no financing contingency. We can close in less than 2 weeks. We can do an appraisal less than 5 days if the property's in Metro Atlanta area. It's a little bit on the outside, we might need 7 days. But again, the most important thing is with your buyers is let's take that piece out of it and get them pre-underwritten. It's gonna hold so much weight. If their credit scores are probably, I would say, mid-6s up to 7, you're gonna still get a rate in the mid-6 range. Now, everyone, unfortunately, with costs going up, there might be some discount fees in there, but we'll look at that. We'll see if it makes sense. But we are so happy to just have an opportunity to chat with your folks. So the phone call is free. I don't necessarily just pull credit on a whim. I have a conversation with them first because we realize hard inquiries can take a few points off. And if they're just simply not ready, let's avoid the hard inquiry and let's get them on a path to be ready. But we're here for y'all. My name is Tammy. Kathy's might be on Zoom, but I'm here and Kathy and I are here all the time for y'all. So just reach out anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is when you're giving out names, give out Onward's names. It's a good thing for your buyer to be able to compare with a bunch of different lenders. So just, put that name in there. Let's see if they can come up with a better rate than maybe the one that your people are working with. So, we've been big from McMichael and Great.
Yeah.
There she is. I've only said hi to her many times.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Amy Smading with McMichael and Gray. I've got a couple of quick announcements, but I want to go ahead. I think we got to the other slide. I think that's my work number. Yep, okay. So that's my work line. I'm gonna put my cell phone up on the board. And if y'all will go ahead, put this in y'all's phones. And if you need anything from me, that is my direct cell phone. So that's where y'all can contact me with any questions that you have. I do want to just, if y'all want to now switch back to the other one, we have the mastermind this Thursday. So on each of these tables, I have this exact flyer. It's got the QR code down here. That's where y'all can go ahead and register for it. It is free. It's gonna have Jason Abrams, Steve DeLaviaga, and Greg Harrelson there. It's gonna have a lot of really good content. And with the mastermind, this is led by y'all. Ask them what questions you want them to talk about. They're gonna go over stuff with the industry, the changing, all the things. But if you have something that you want them to go over, this is the time. Ask them, they're gonna write it on the board and they'll go over the different topics at the mastermind. It's gonna be really, really
in
good.
person, right?
Yes.
It's not a Zoom or
Yeah.
anything. They're actually gonna be standing there.
Yep, they will be there and they're ready to answer y'all's questions. Go ahead.
Just for the your agents, you just tell who they are, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are I don't know Jason's exact title, but he is one of the big guys with Keller Williams. He is awesome. If you haven't heard him speak before, you want to hear him speak. He's amazing. I don't know his exact title. But then Steve
CEO.
DeLaviaga, CEO. Yeah, so he's
Of all of
amazing.
Keller, like
Right.
big Keller Williams.
Gary Keller's right-hand man.
Yes,
He's-
that is, he is, if you get a chance to see him in person in an intimate setting like this and ask him questions, you need to be there.
Normally,
he's
only on Zoom,
Yeah.
And he is amazing. So definitely, if y'all are able to attend this on Thursday, attend it. Steve DeLaviaga, I know he was head of Rise. He has all kinds of knowledge as well. Greg Harrelson, I know he is in charge of a bunch of different market centers, I believe in South Carolina area. He is also amazing, all three of them together. It's an event you do not want to miss. So this is on y'all's tables. Make sure y'all register. It is free again. And then also today, I am doing an understanding the home closing process after team meeting. It's gonna be from 1 to 2 in this room. Y'all attend, even if you're not a new agent, there's gonna be a lot of good content there as well. And then I have a giveaway today. So this little bag of nerds, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. It's a 2-part question. There's 2 answers. So the question is gonna be, what are the withholding percentages for if your client is not a Georgia resident and if they are not a US citizen? So the answer, y'all need to text it to me. So hopefully. Question in there, y'all.
Oscar.
So whoever's first, send me a text and info. So, percentage for Georgia withholding, percentage for if you're not a US citizen for FERPTA.
Are they different?
All right, I got one answer that's correct for part of it.
Oscar, there's
Another
a
one
second
that's correct
part.
for part of it.
Okay.
All right, y'all, let's see. I'm getting one answer, y'all. There's 2 parts.
Okay, will you be able to find the person once you get the
Once I
2
get it.
correct answers? Okay. So
Yep,
y'all
I've got a
text your 2 correct answers and you will receive a
All right.
bag of nerds, okay?
I do have one person that gave me 3 answers, whose phone number ends in 9444. So which
Wait,
one?
Nicole, sit down, Nicole, sit down, Nicole.
So which 2 are your answers there?
Tell me the question again?
Oh.
Y'all can keep texting it.
15% on the one, then you had another withhold.
How about this? Y'all have to text her and
So,
both of
okay,
the
so
answers have
15
to be in
and
one
three,
text.
15 and three.
Yeah.
All right,
15 and 3.
thank you.
So, Lord, she's competitive.
Well, I got no other correct answers on both parts.
Thank God,
So
here, I knew the other one.
Thank you for that.
So the answer is 15% if it's not a US citizen, that's for FERPTA, and then it's 3% for Georgia withholding. There are exceptions, so this was if there were no exceptions, but it's 3% for Georgia withholding, 15% for FERPTA. The ways to get around that for Georgia withholding is if you're a Georgia resident, there's no withholding. If it was a primary residence for 2 of the last 5 years, also no withholding. There's a few other different exceptions that are way too long to go into right now. Talk to me directly if your client may fall into that category and we'll walk through what that is. But y'all save my phone number. Please let me know if you have any questions for me. Again, I'm Amy Smading with McMichael and Gray, and we are looking forward to closing with y'all and to seeing y'all maybe today after class, after team meeting for the class, and then also for the mastermind. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We have Kelly or Tammy with us today, but 210 Head Buyers and Warranty and Georgia Natural Gas are alliance partners of ours as well. Lots of rebates right now on Georgia Natural Gas. Equity, there he is. Would you like to come on up and say a few words? Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek White, Up Equity Buy Before You Sell program. I actually don't have anything new to talk about today, so it'll be quick. I didn't think I was gonna be here, but schedule change. Anyway, so
Some business in the office though. I saw that. I mean, you're getting
Yes.
some momentum, some traction in this office.
and I appreciate all of the applications. Yeah, thank you. And real quick, what I will share is something I was talking to Ashley about. If your client who has a house that they need to sell prior to purchasing a new home, even if they're on the fence, you don't even know if they're gonna want to do the program or it's something that you want to present as an option. All you have to do is, that's a QR code that'll take you to the partner portal. It'll take you about 5 minutes to input the information we need to put together a proposal. We get your proposal within 24 hours and you present it to your client, or we will present it to your client for you. If they like it, great. We move forward. If they don't like it, no problem. We go our separate ways. No harm, no foul. There's no cost to do it. It's very little time out of your day to request it. So just wanted to throw that out there. When in doubt, just have us put together a proposal for your client and we'll see if it works.
It's a great way to make a better offer on a home, because you're not going in with a contingency on a home to sell. So,
Appreciate it.
thank you,
Thanks, guys.
sir. We appreciate you.
How much do you go up to
Right, as far as the value of the home,
of the home?
on paper, 3 million, I've seen us go. Yeah, I think, so we got this area pretty much covered, so. Because we're in California.
Good question. I thought we had somebody here. There she is. Come on up, girl. Come on up. Diane Endeavors is here. Tell us a little bit about it. The other girl. Look at her with the bold on.
That's some nice.
Yeah.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet all of you guys. I'm Chandler. If you have done anything with Diane Endeavors before, I most likely did your design, or I helped make sure your order was up to perfection. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to come to me. I'm happy to answer anything. But if you guys are looking for anything, I know 36 Touch is a big thing with Keller Williams. So we try to help provide you guys with new ideas. So this month we have seed packets. So I'm just gonna, if it's okay to pass these around.
Yes.
So feel free to open them, look at them, check the cards, anything like that out.
What are seed packets?
So,
Seeds.
yeah, sunflower seeds. Sorry.
It's a wonderful thing. It's inexpensive to mail and.
Sorry, using the incense lingo we keep using, but if you guys scan the QR code, you can go directly to us and talk, ask any questions, or feel free to talk to me afterwards. You guys talked about Popeyes?
Yeah.
And so those are also a very good Popeyes. I can transform them into a door hanger, anything like that. So if you guys have any print needs, come talk to me. Most likely we do it. And if we don't, I'm happy to get you guys a custom order.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We love Diane Endeavors. Tools to run your business. We go over this every week. Everybody should know by now that when you get these slides, these are all clickable links, okay? I'd love for you guys to start getting to Chartmasters a little bit more. Chartmasters is awesome. If you can start reading Chartmasters, it gives you more in depth than just the daily stats that we send out Monday through Friday. Chartmasters is amazing. It truly is. And all of these other things, a lot of people right now are working with renters. ProMove, y'all, honestly, sign them up, get a referral, you know, move them on to ProMove. ProMove is a great company to work with. So all of these are excellent tools to help you run your business. This afternoon, Understanding Home Closing with Miss Amy, 1 to 2 p.m. Also, the productivity committee meeting is today from 1 to 2 p.m. If anybody here is on the productivity committee, please attend the meeting. How to articulate your value to clients. This is a great class. He is going to be talking about articulating your value not only as a selling agent, but as a buying agent. You know they're going to talk about the NAR lawsuit. So this is a wonderful class to take as well. We all love Jason Abrams. Are we going to play this video? Absolutely.
And he's the one that will be there on Thursday.
Right. So there he is, it's head of industry.
There it is, head of industry. He's head of everything. Jason is
HGTV, celebrity.
he's everywhere. And he's entertaining and he's knowledgeable. So here we go.
Hey gang, Jason Abrams coming to you, and I want to talk about a very important topic. That topic is value. Our industry is ever evolving. Today, more than ever, real estate agents must understand not only what their value is, but how to explain that value to a potential client. You see, the challenge of all businesses is that we have to articulate our value before our customer or client ever experiences it. And that's what our course Value Squared is all about. We're going to be covering from top to bottom. What is our value to both buyers and sellers? How is that value explained? How do we build trust with clients during and after and even before the transaction? And most importantly, we're going to talk about cooperative compensation. What are the words that we use around it, and how do we think about our strategies? Friends, Value Squared is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to assess where we are, but more importantly, about planning where we're going. Join us. Click the link below, and it's going to bring up all the dates that we're going to be teaching it. Gary, Jay, and I will be coming you directly from KWRI. We're excited about it. We hope you are too.
Y'all, this is a non-miss class. Everybody needs to take this class if you can. Yes, ma'am.
I took it, I sat in the conference room one day. and
How was
did
it?
some work. It's like a 4-hour
Yeah,
class
yeah.
or something.
Yep.
Pay attention because they write stuff up and they throw stuff up on the whiteboard and they tell you exactly what you need. So I just kept taking screenshots of everything, and then I think they email you afterwards. They take a break in the middle. But it's really cool because if you're just starting out, or if you want to kind of refresh on what your value is and how to talk about it, hearing those guys just very casually sit there and talking about how to treat a client and what to do. It's pretty good stuff.
And these guys,
Both of the time.
these guys, when they give you this information, a lot of times you're thinking, well, of course a buyer's gonna pay for this. Look at all these things that I do. But if you're new, sometimes you don't know everything that you do. Let them help you with that. Let them help you.
Hey,
with that.
Julie.
Yes, ma'am.
There's another one that's gonna be on the 25th.
Okay.
We'll all be at First Step to Fold on the 10th.
Yes, we will.
So I'll be planning on watching it on the 25th.
On the 25th, here. Okay, we can do that. So
This
we
is a
will.
4-hour class, do they happen to get it to e-credit?
This one does not have TE credit.
I just happen to ask.
This one does not have TE credit. No, it does not. It
And you
does
can
not.
register by going to your KW Connect and Command, and you'll see the links there.
Ready? All right, here we go. Who's this handsome guy over here? That's you. No, yeah, yeah, come on. No, come on. Yeah. Come on, Arvel, get up here and talk about your class.
Oh my gosh, she's
Arvel's gonna be teaching a class on Thursday, April the 11th, from 12 noon to 1. Tell us what that class is gonna be. And Arvel is an agent in our office, for those of you who have not met him.
Thank you,
Tell us about the class.
thank you. Thanks
Of
for
course.
turning me red, so I apologize.
I'm sorry.
I was yellow. So I'm gonna be talking about a class. Well, me and my partner is gonna be talking about a class. Bob, he's gonna be leading class, and I want to be help supporting him. The reason why I brought this class here is because I really believe in sharing knowledge to people, and the things that changed my life. And this is one of the things that changed my life. How Money Works. This book. When I was introduced to this, I read about the 7 money milestones. And when I read about the 7 money milestones, my wife and I were like, yeah, whatever, So we went through and we did it. We started protecting our family. We started doing things that changed our lives so that we can have a future, right? And a legacy. Who wants a legacy for their kids, for their family, for anyone, right? And the way I look at life is that if we don't educate ourselves about things that are important in this world, we can't share them with other people, right? And so my goal is to become so rich, and this is just my passion, so that I can be able to give things to people for free. That's my goal, right? And this is the start right here for me. And lastly, I also want to talk about my book that I have. I'm also an author of a book called Create a Lifestyle with Character. And this is another passion of mine. I do motivational speaking, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. But look, April 11th, 11 to 1. Please join the class. It's going to be very informational, intuitive, and you guys just might have fun. All right.
Thank you so
How
much.
Money Works book is phenomenal.
It's so
It's
good.
a good closing book, gives you your clients as a closing book. It's super book.
Yeah.
I'm glad How Money Works is back. Thank you for bringing it back.
Yeah, no problem. And also, I forgot to say that, it's very, it just has, it's very simple read. It has like pictures.
Very rudimentary.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's fundamental. And to me, I think the simple things are the most important things. You got to start small before you get big, right?
A build.
All right.
You gotta
Thank you,
build.
guys.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm so grateful for Julie, Raven, Melody, everyone in this office. Robin Lemon, when she was here.
Yes.
My coaches, Fiona, thank you. She helped me with my first real estate deal.
Like, you're welcome.
Of course, she's like, I love it, you're welcome.
Yeah, angry, yeah.
Of course, you know where I
So
came
he
from.
was in the plumbing office with me and
Yep.
then we moved down. Is it today or is it tomorrow?
It's Thursday
It's
at 11.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Because ours say Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm just letting
That is
you
an
know.
old one. Yep, that is
Oh,
a,
that's the old one,
he
okay.
sent a revised one.
It's fine.
The class is Thursday.
Yes.
The class is Thursday, and I'd love to see this many people
Yeah,
here
it's
for
here.
it. It is here.
Yes.
Because it truly is, for those of us who are not great with money, this is a way to get good with money, and it will build. It will just, continue to build, and it's simplistic, so we can all understand it.
Yeah.
Even those of us who have fantastic brains and understand all this. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have another class besides this one? Because I'm going to that.
Yeah, so we plan on doing this, regularly, like maybe every quarter. I mean, if Julie allows
Can
it,
call you?
right? Oh, yeah, you can call me.
There you
You can
go.
call me, yeah, and we're gonna hand out, forms and everything with information. If you guys have questions, we can answer
I'll
them.
get that for
So,
you.
yeah.
I'll make sure that you get all that information,
And
and
it's all free, all the information.
Yes.
You can call us for free, there's none of that, I got put 25 cents in,
perfect. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We're gonna have the What's Up with Real Estate Market Recap by our very own Assistant Team Leader, Miss Alicia. That's gonna be on the 12th, 8:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, lost your mind.
8:45 to 9.
Okay, 15 minutes. Is
Start the
that-
day off right with the
Yes.
stats.
Woo, start the day off early with the stats. Y'all. I would tell you it's a picture of me, but it's actually not. But I couldn't read this. For those of us who were selling real estate in the very early 90s, glamour shots to the wind. Y'all, they would have you like with no clothes on, with a fur, just a fur, you'd be like on a rug, like, and you're thinking, who's gonna buy a house for me? I have no idea. But yeah, then you would hand out your real estate card. You would hand out the card would be this big, and a big picture of you on the card, and you're handing out the card, and you're like, oh, look at me, I look fine. Okay, if you are still doing that, stop it right now, y'all. This woman looks like she is stoned, high, drunk, surprised, all the emotions, okay?
Stalking you.
It's terrifying, but I'm serious, this is really what we used to do, and the hair, I was getting the whole, what were those babies, Babyland General Hospital? Patch doll. My girl looks like a Cabbage Patch doll, okay? But if you look like this, if your picture, I can take a look at it. Professional headshots, next Tuesday, April 16th, from 10 to 12. See Melody to register. That is also a clickable link. It looks funky because I did it, but this is also a clickable link that will take you to the site to register to get your headshots. One of the main things about being professional is having a headshot. Do y'all see on the Keller Williams Realty page when we say, thank you for being with us for 6 years. Here's a picture of a bow. What has that person been doing for 6 years? That person does not have a headshot, okay? I do not want that to happen to you. When you start hitting your anniversaries, I want to be able to put up an attractive picture of you, showing everybody where you were, not a picture of a bow. So if you do not have a headshot, go get a headshot. Make a reservation to get a headshot. Career Day. Boy, Alicia, you're just everywhere, aren't you? She's going to be teaching a career day. Take advantage of this. If you are trying to build your downline, if you have people who are, oh, I'd really like to get into real estate, but I just don't know, and you know that they're going to be a good agent, take advantage of this career day. Send them to the career day. It gets them out of your hair. It tells them about real estate. It lets them know what they're going to be expecting. Take advantage of this. This is gonna be it's gonna be via Zoom. It's from 5:30 to 6:30 with all of our dual career agents, people who want to get into real estate. This is a great class to take, taught by Ms. Alicia. Red Day. Roxy is not with us today, but if she were, she would be talking about Red Day. May 9th is Red Day. Can somebody tell me what Red Day is?
Oh, and the motion.
Keller Williams closed.
Seriously? That's what we got out of Red Dead.
How long that day?
That's all that's happening, y'all. We're closed on the 9th. Thank you for being here. Yes, ma'am.
To commemorate, Mo Anderson's birthday, all the Keller Williams offices, we do it for, to celebrate her birthday. Yeah, we've all remember that, we've all lived alive, like the way to say it. It's just that we, the way we celebrate is by closing all the offices and go and give out to the community. It's, once a year, May, this time around is May 9th, but we're all do something to the.
Beautifully said.
Can I talk for a second?
You can, get on up here. Get on up here.
Didn't think I was gonna be by myself. My name is Renee Pruitt. I am newer to this office. I moved over from Woodstock January 1st. I just haven't been around so much yet. But I'm helping the, what's it called, the Roswell Cares Committee with Red Day. If you haven't ordered your shirt, please let Melody know.
They're up front.
The best thing they ever did was stop putting the date on those.
Doesn't she look so good in that shirt?
Yes, thank you.
We will all look just like that if we all wear a Red Day.
Yes,
shirts.
I'm sure you
Everybody get
will.
a Red Day shirt.
So, one of the parts of Red Day that we are doing is a backpack drive for North Fulton charities. Our goal for our office is 100 backpacks with supplies that we are not filling them with supplies. And the goal for North Fulton is 1,000 backpacks. So we thought if we could make ours, we're gonna try to get them by the end, no, sorry, we will get them 100 by the end of this month. This is the list, but just because I'm that fun, I made a little QR code and all you have to do is scan it and it takes you straight to the Amazon wish list. I don't actually know where the stuff goes once we order it. It might come to my house. But anyway, because I haven't actually done a wish list before. But if you want to, it'll show you backpacks. You can pick a backpack. They're as cheap as like 10, 15 bucks. If you want to go fancy, you can go 25. This is the stuff. I put all of this on it. Every week, we're going to be talking about this because it's the 9th and we don't have any. So I'm going to pass this around. And if you have any questions, just see anybody on the committee. I wisely did not put my phone number on here, just in case, but just let me know if I can.
So it's Renee Pruitt. ITT, yes. 850. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just kidding.
Do you have anything with that we had to know about social media?
Yeah, I'll
social
stick it
media.
up on the, here, I'll let you do that. I'll stick it up on the insiders page.
And also, let's look on Command, because Command, which none of us use the way that we should be using Command, but Command has a ton of templates and stuff on the back end, like they had a bold template. I went and looked, I was like, I looked at the bold template, so I'm pretty sure they probably have a Red Day one too. If not, we can create one for you. Just remind me, and we'll get done. Thank you for that. And y'all did see this, keep the supplies and bags separate. Okay. Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome.
Oh, Alicia. Market update, with prizes and everything.
I have some prizes to give away.
You're molting.
So I have some prizes to give away. Courtesy, one is courtesy of me. This is one of my favorite books. I don't know if you've read Jeb Blount, but he has quite a few books. It's very informative on prospecting. And this one is courtesy of Productivity. Carrie donated this one. This is Gary Keller's Shift. So if you don't have either one of these, we're going to be giving them away. Talk to you about the market. One of the things that I think agents really need is to concentrate on listings and getting buyers. So one of the other things that I know when I was in productivity is that there's a lot of agents that are just trying to figure out how do I do this? Where do I start? What are some of the things that I need to do? So what I always like to do is talk a little bit about the market, but you guys get these stats every day. So we're not going to concentrate too heavy on that. We are going to focus today on listings because in order to last in this business, you need to acquire listings to last. For every one listing that you get, you normally will acquire at least 3 other forms of finances. You'll either get another buyer, you'll get another listing, or you'll get an investor. So when you have your focus on buyers, you're driving around and they take up an exorbitant amount of your time. If you concentrate on listings, you can still go away and still be able to service that listing. It is a little more challenging on a different level because you're dealing with a seller and the seller is investing their time to allow you to sell their home. So you really have to learn your marketing skills and how do you talk to the sellers. And we'll have classes on that later. Right now, I just want to focus a little bit more on you doing something. So, I don't know how to use that. All right, so we already talked about the market stats, have your time, but if you can take out your phones, because I always think it's important for you to take out your phones. And I have done this text and I have gotten 3 responses, okay? And I've been referring my responses on. So if you take out your text, and the winner of the first one will get to, first time you get a response, please let me know, and you will get one of the books. You get to come up here and pick, okay? All
What
right.
letter are they doing, Alicia?
Oh, you're gonna look in your K. So if you have anybody for K or W, last name, first name K or W, that's who you want to text to. 5 people, and this is what you want to say, just out of curiosity. What is stopping you from moving forward with selling your home? Now, the reason that you're saying just out of curiosity, there is a reason for that, right? Just out of curiosity. The reason that you use those words is to entice them. This is from the book that we have, What to Say. All right, so none of this is rocket scientist, nor is it new, but you wanna ask them, hey, just out of curiosity. It puts the seller at ease. They may respond or they may not, but this is a great way to get someone to respond. So when I sent this out, the other thing that you have to realize is that there's gonna be a delay. Because most people are thinking, just out of curiosity, do I wanna sell? Do I wanna respond? And what do I wanna say? So that's why there's a delay. So you don't want to respond. There's a whole psychology behind selling. So we'll talk about that a little later too, but you don't always wanna be the first one to respond. You wanna wait and just enjoy the silence. It is tough because we tend to wanna talk through the silence, but sometimes you just have to pause, all right? Did I get another one? The second question that you could say, if you don't want to use that one, this is the other one. Most people are wondering if it's a good time to sell their home. Just out of curiosity, have you given any thought to selling yours recently? Another one, just out of curiosity, that's the buzzword. By the way, just out of curiosity. Let me know if you get any response. Okay. And this is, you can use this for your sellers. I'll give you a couple more that we have as well. We'll go through a couple more later during class, but that's that. And then, I always like to leave you guys with a word. I have 2 more quizzes. If you don't get a response, somebody gets a response, let me know. But I'm gonna give one away just so that in the interest of time. And the question is, not a trick question. Must I be licensed to sell or lease my own property? Raise your hand. Yeah, there's one. Yes.
No.
There you go. Pick one of the books you want. The shift? Okay, that's yours.
Thank you.
So this is the one if anybody gets a response on, okay? And then in the interest of time, I'm just gonna, I don't know if you've ever read this book called Miracle Morning. I am being a pastor, one of the things that I really pride myself on, and I'm not pushing religion on you, is inspiration. So I think sometimes in real estate, you can get stuck. It's a tough career. It's not easy. Everybody sees the glamour, but they don't understand all the determination, perseverance, the fortitude that you have to put forth in order to become the best real estate agent. And there are days that you wake up and you're like, why am I doing this? And then there are other days that you just say, I am gonna keep pushing my way through. So this individual, Hal Aaron, he wrote this book, which is a bestseller. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but in this book, he has had 3 near-life-death experiences. The first one at 20, he was hit head-on, going 70 miles by a drunk driver. He died for 6 minutes. They told him he would never walk again, and he did. Then when he was 37, he acquired a rare form of cancer, and they said, you will not live, and he has. So I say all this to say that, you know, it's a mindset when you're dealing with real estate, because there are times when you are challenged. There are times when it is very difficult, but there's also wonderful moments. Like you talked about, what's your why? What's your big why? What are some of the things that you want to do? So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about this. And this part right here, I thought was really poignant. It says, it's your time. This is your story. And bear with me. You know, whatever you are in life right now is both temporary and exactly where you're supposed to be. You have arrived at this moment to learn what you must learn, so you can become the person you need to be to create the life you truly want. Even when life is difficult or challenging, especially when life is difficult and challenging, the present is always an opportunity for us to learn, grow, and become better than we've ever been before. You are in the process of writing your life story, and no good story is without a hero or heroine overcoming their fair share of challenges. In fact, the bigger the challenges, the better the story. Since there is no restrictions and no limits to where your story goes from here, what do you want your next page to be? Okay? I'll leave you with that to think about that and just know you guys are gonna do amazing things. And if you get a response, let me know.
Alicia, can you go back to the previous
Well,
prompt or, yes. And a beautiful passage, by the way. Thank you for sharing.
thank you, Crystal.
You got it, Crystal? Crystal?
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Bueller.
Thanks, sweetheart. That was beautiful. Now you can tell he's got the MBA. It's not me. This is, now we're gonna start talking about bold.
Woo!
All
right, that's the last one, I promise. Maybe.
I need like a Xanax or something. Cody Gibson is teaching bold this year. Cody did a video for the Roswell office, so if we can play that, that would be fantastic. And then we're gonna have a short panel on people who have been to bold and who have experienced bold and how it truly can be life changing. So this is Cody's video. Here you go.
Keller Williams Realty Consultants, Cody Gibson here. Can't wait to launch your round of bold coming up next week in the Atlanta area. Listen, I was talking to Julie about it today. I know it's always a good time to be in bold. I get that because we're going to get you to do things that maybe you don't want to do to get the things that you said you wanted to have. So I get that. I've been a bold coach since the very beginning, 2009, 2010, when we first launched bold, been a part of every rewrite, been a part of every big change in the bold course. During that time, I've been a player coach and I've built my own real estate sales business today with bold and the bold ideas to today being in, we're in 28 states, 125 markets, in 4 countries outside of the US. And so I've used the bold material as a coach building a business this entire time. I've never been able to teach bold in the Atlanta area. I've spoken there many times and had a chance to be there. I've never been able to coach bold there. It's always been a little bit too far geographically because I live in Oregon. This is the first time we've been able to pull it off. I can't wait to come and spend those 7 weeks with you. If you've taken bold before, get back in it. If you haven't taken bold before, come see what it's all about. Some of you are going to come for the first step, which is totally free. Listen, you're going to walk away that day with 3 or 4 things that you could use in your business right now. If you don't take bold, you'll still get value from it for the day. 3 or 4 things you could use right now. Some of you will come to the first step to bold and you'll take the entire 7 weeks. And for those, we're averaging about 10 pieces of business per student that go through the bold program. We've had some lately that have reached 12 and 13 pieces of business, though we're averaging about 9.5 or 10 pieces of business in 7 weeks. Now, one of the things that's important about this round and about the calendar for this is that, of course, we're doing this round of bold right in the spring selling season. That's an interesting conversation to have because the U.S. hasn't had a true spring selling season since before COVID. It was like 2019, 2018 before the last time we had a true spring selling season. And so unless you've been a realtor for longer than 4 or 5 years, you haven't seen what normally happens in the spring. And the amount of work that we have to do right now and the amount of progress that we have to take right now and market share is over the top. It's important right now. Some of the things that we're going to talk about in this round of bold didn't work 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I don't know that they're going to work 2 years or 3 years from now. Of course, some of the things we teach are evergreen and they last and they stand the test of time. Though this round of bold is so market of the moment, we're going to talk about things that work right now in April, May, June, July. That's what we're focused on. So I trust I'll see you there. Many of you have already signed up for the full 7 weeks. You've already signed up for the full program. You've already made your deposit and enrolled yourself in the full Bold program. For you, awesome. I always encourage that. And the reason is this: I've lived long enough, and you have too, to know that once you commit to something, not when you stand back and go, well, maybe, like when you commit to something, man, the world tends to work in such a way that things begin to work in your favor. And of course, it favors those that are committed. So if you've already signed up for the full program, that's awesome. It's going to begin to work in your favor. Others, though, you're not quite sure, or maybe you've never been to Bold before, come check out Step 1. Come hang out for the day, totally free. You're going to leave that day with 3 or 4 things that you could use in your business right now. In the full Bold program, we're going to spend time on seller listings and best practices, best tips, things that are working right now today to take listings in a market where there's fewer listings to get sometimes. We're also going to work almost every week. We're going to work on buyer listing business. Of course, we have some massive changes happening this year. We don't know to the extent of all of those changes, and we're going to discuss it every single week. We're going to get a little better at it every single week. We're going to role play and talk about the conversation models and the different things that we can say and how we can say it, the questions that we can ask to make that as seamless and as painless as possible. And we're going to learn it together. Listen, you and I are both rookies at this at that level because we're both brand new to it. So come be a rookie with me on it. Come check out First Step, if nothing else. Love to meet you. It's my pleasure to be there. Can't wait to see you in person. We'll see you on Wednesday in the Atlanta area. I'm Cody Gibson. We'll see you there.
Cody's amazing if you haven't been to any of his classes. He's actually really, really good.
What I want you guys to do with these is, I would love for everybody to go to First Step of Bold, just like I said earlier. It is a free day of coaching. Not much in this life is free. I would take advantage of it. He's a good coach. I would love for you guys to fill this out. You can leave it right where you are, and we will actually get you registered for first day of Bold. No obligation, no nothing. You just show up. It's tomorrow, is the first day, and it is at the
Holiday Inn.
Come on, girl, let's do it. Hotel, Holiday Inn. If your girl ain't acting right, then you just get her friend. There you go. She does it with me. She was acting like she didn't know who I was. It's okay.
But you had,
I had Nicole. Nicole's always got my back. Come on up, if y'all are on the panel. Come on up. So what we're gonna do is, would you like a, wait, this one's wobbly too. But on the ground, yeah. So all of these ladies have been to Bold. Guess what? Guys go to Bold too. So if you're a guy and you wanna go to Bold, that is okay to do. But all of these ladies have been, see Arbel, thank you, have been to Bold, and it has changed their life in some way. I said we weren't gonna hammer you over the head with it, and we're not, but I think for those of you who have never experienced Bold, and don't know what Bold is, I think you need to hear from people who have attended. So Cynthia, if you can start us off and just give us your main points, and why do you think that they need to at least take the first day of Bold, if not the whole course?
Okay, so I am Cynthia and I'm 8 times Bold.
Yes.
So that's one of the things we do there. It really turns to be like, we're family in the office, but then you get to be like even more, cause like you're going through the same pain, you know, kind of thing that I have a love-hate relationship with Bold, but you get what you need at the time that you need, and I should not say but, that's one thing. You get mindset, the coaching that you get at the time, and then honestly, for as many times I've taken it, some people might say it's repetitive, it's the same thing. No, you get what you need at the time. Like it really is.
And the coach is different.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you go, so you are getting a different experience.
It is a different experience. And what I want to say is that for me, it was, even though it was a couple times, it was the same coach, I got what it needed at that time, that it's my mindset was switched, and I did get more business, and of course, it came like 90 days because I was actually doing the activities that I needed to do. So, do it. Yeah, and the office I know is offering a rebate too. So,
Yes, there is
I
a
mean,
rebate.
for 400 and you get a couple pieces of business, if you're doing it here in Roswell, I mean, it pays how many times? I mean, you can sign up for Bold for 20 times later.
And it will
So,
pay for itself.
exactly. Yep.
So if you decide to sign up for Full Bowl, please let me know. We will give you information on the rebate. So, thank you, Cynthia. Ms. Donna?
So I've taken it 21 times and, Sean.
Again.
21 times, and, Sean Rawls asked me if I was learning impaired, but no, I'm not learning impaired. I learned something new about myself every time I take it. It's totally true that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So you will learn something new about yourself every time you take it. I took it 3 times in 1 year, January, April, and again in October. And I have been doing about $150,000 a year. And the year I took it 3 times, I increased my GCI to 456.
Wow.
So it is definitely worth the $7.99. I paid it 21 times. Plus, I think, how much was the Zoom bulb that sucked?
Oh, yeah.
$2.99.
I did
Yeah,
too.
no.
Found it as a bad idea.
So I don't even count that one.
I don't have to count that one.
But yeah, so full bulb that paid for it, it's fabulous. Yep.
Thank you. Marinelli?
Well, I haven't done it quite 21 times. I'm 3 times bold.
You are.
But each time I definitely can say that, if I didn't double my business, I got close to doubling it. And it has a lot to do with, for me, for accountability, the accountability that you form in the small groups that you're in each week as we get to know each other in our businesses. That made all the difference. And like everybody's saying, each coach is different. So I am very much looking forward to this one with Cody. I haven't taken Bold with him before and I've heard amazing things about it. So I can't wait to double my business again.
Awesome. Miss Nicole.
Where should I
Who was in the midst of a mindset shift.
How many
right now.
times Bold?
I am, I think 11 or 12 times bold.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
are.
Now, let me give you guys a little bit. Cody did not give himself justice. Okay, he is undoubtedly a celebrity in Keller Williams. I had the pleasure of being on his team for about 1.5 years, maybe 2. And it's an expansion team. And the what you get from the knowledge that he's done, he's an OP out of Oregon and Arizona, operating partner like Andy and Leslie Peters. He has expansion team and he talks about being a partnership with your business and with Keller Williams instead of in a passengership. Now let me get back, that's Cody. So I am not missing this bowl because I've seen him in one time in Oregon and he's powerful. And I get to see what he's gonna bring to the material that I already know from Bold and the new material that's gonna happen. So that right there, go to first step. All right, Bold, why do I take it? I take it, and everybody who knows me has heard this before, it is my tetanus shot, it's my booster shot. How often do you maintain your home? You clean it. Sometimes daily, weekly. How often do you maintain your car? You get your oil change every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. I will say us as realtors and us as people, we do not maintain our businesses. We do not maintain our self-care like we should. We take care of the things that our business helps us purchase, the house, the car, better than we take care of ourselves. So I take it because your mindset shifts every single time you take it.
Yep.
No man or woman stands in the same river twice, for it's not the same man or woman, and it's not the same river, okay? You are a totally different person each time you take it. So I'm excited to take this one because I'm on the cusp of, I'm not even on the cusp of, let's not even say cusp, I am killing it, okay? I'm killing it in my mindset and how I'm thinking. I can't even, I wanna just preach, you guys. Bold just helps you completely take and peel the layers of the onion. Some layers are thicker than others, right? Sometimes you get that thin, and I went through a thick peeling. And now it's like, wait a minute, I get to go make phone calls. I get to go, because action begets action. So when you start getting, something's in motion, it's hard to take it out of motion, right? So the mindset that you get there is like you get this push that keeps you going and moving and thrusting and moving forward. You will find in bold, you will find that irreducible minimum domino. If anybody knows what I'm talking about with one thing, that will knock every other thing down. It will just knock it all down. You'll find it in bold. I don't know how much more to say. I mean, this is the last thing I'm gonna end with, and I'll get back to you, Cynthia. You can't win it if you're not in it.
My job.
Hey,
My job. My job.
I have nothing else.
I'm so passionate about bold, it's ridiculous.
Well, in what you were.
You're not passing the plate.
What you were saying remind me of, like, one of the bowls that I took, it wasn't about business, it was personal. And what I needed to hear, it took me from what I was doing at the time, and I did cry. Some of you might cry. I mean, it just happens because you get to listen to something that, like, it hits home. And it doesn't have to be business, it could be personal, it can be just like with your health, spiritual, whatever it is. There's things that it says you gotta focus on what you need at that time so it can propel you. And
Can I think back on that? All right, so girlfriend and Swarty Paddocks, we were thinking about how we could do in our business agent to agent referrals, because that's one of the easiest things is agent referrals is already a warm massage lead, and now you just step in, right? So we're like, how can we get our agent to agent business together? We're like, we both came to this epiphany at the same time. It was like, first step is always free. And then I was like, Shauna, we could do a first step to bold full-blown tour. And I called down to KWRI, and we were literally gonna do first steps all over the place. Tennessee, go just to the first step, pass out a card, talk to people, right?
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's face to face, belly to belly, instead of getting those mass emails that you get, your referral partner here. All right, so we went to Tuscaloosa. And like I told you, I am going on the first step to bold, right? That's a tour. I didn't think I was gonna take it there. I ended up taking it there. I went and I haven't been this transparent with you guys because I felt like I needed to go and take it away from my peers. There was something that I was working out. Like I told you, some layers of onions are a little bit thicker than others, okay? And I went there and I found out I had put myself in a self-imposed prison for close to 20-something years. Okay, and I didn't understand it. And I literally stood up. I didn't even know why I gave it, but I gave this testimonial that just flew out of me at the end of it. Cause it was my first, I didn't know I was gonna come back and take it. And it flew out of me and I so got healing that I needed. Because you don't grow, your business grows to the extent of what? That you grow. I was stuck in a prison, y'all. So where's my business growing? It can only go so far. So I got out of that self-imposed prison through transparency. It was something I did back when I was 20-something, okay? And from that point forward, all I have seen is breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And it was all because I thought I was going on a full-blown board first step to bold tour I took it in Tuscaloosa, 7 weeks. I would get up at whatever time, 5 a.m., whatever time it was. I had a full-blown routine. I knew where I was gonna be each time, and something new happened to me as far as illumination of where I was. Like I told you, that river and that man, I changed every week to the last week. So much so, I did a bold 100 with a broke phone,
okay? With a broken phone, did a Bolt 100, end up having the phone that was broken that had the alarm in the car and the new one next to me, so I woke up late, where I woke up at a time that I should have been already on the, well past the other side of Alabama, right? And I say all that to say, I was flying, y'all, flying. And when you see blue lights behind you
You go even faster.
on a,
Okay, we know it's going to jail.
when you see blue lights behind you on
Not who
two-
you think she is, this one right
when
here.
you see blue lights behind you on 285, you're thinking, who are they pulling over? When you see two blue lights behind you on 20 on a 2-lane
Keep
way,
driving.
you know it's you. So I pulled over, now this is how bold I started getting. I started leaving my business card within my driver's license. All right? So I pull out I was very apologetic, pull out my driver's license, and I was like, I told him, so officer, I'm sorry. He could tell I was dressed professionally and everything. Where are you going? I told him everything I was trying to go. And he said, okay. And I was very apologetic. And he came back as quickly as he came back just as quick. But hey, y'all, I wasn't praying. Cause that would have been a super speeder ticket. And it was a Georgia patrol, okay?
Oh, gee.
Exactly. So he comes back and he just says, you know, get to where you're going, be safe, slow down and all that. He'll give you a warning. And I was like, thank you so much, officer. And actually, it was so loud, you guys, and it's so unsafe for them to pull over. Those cars were so loud. I was like, you do this on a daily basis? I was like, thank you so much for your service. I was, you know, and then, you know how bold I got?
Gave him your card.
I took that card out and I said, yes, you know what? If you ever need a service, he laughed. He took the card. He said, if I ever need you in the area with Tallapoosa, I'll let you know. But that's how bold you get. You just start talking about everything. I can talk to you all day long about bold. You want to ask me questions? You got myself. But I went through life-changing. Like I told you, I'm serious. This is self-imposed prison that I was in.
She's not in it anymore.
Exactly. Wasn't.
Does anybody have any questions? Nobody has any questions?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I was like, thank you for that. That was beautiful. Thank you to all of you. We appreciate it. That's pretty amazing. I like that. Ms. Raymond. Oh, yeah, we'll just-
Our business cards are updated with our pictures.
I didn't see none of this going on, right? No. It kills me when the men do it. That's my favorite. So,
You can't even tell.
you can't even tell. So, more information on Bold, once again, tickets for the first step right here. All you have to do is fill them out, leave them on the table, and we will get you registered. There's a QR code if you want it. This will also be on the slides that you get. This is the rebate program. So anybody that decides, put this in here, right there. Anybody that decides to take the full step, you will have it paid back to you in 2 installments of 200 after your closings that take place. Yep, go ahead.
And you guys, this is not customary. This is our office. Some other offices, they actually have the students or us finance it, and they don't get the rebates to the actual.
Yes, but we do have rebates, so you know.
And you know why the office do it, right? Because they know you're gonna double your business and it's gonna help the office. I mean, it's a win-win.
It is a win-win.
Hey, Julie, are you doing like last year, we did 4?
Have your showers, you're dealing with right now. We have.
That's on the right there. Because you know why? Because I'm expecting a lot of people to go this year. So fingers crossed on that. Our meeting is over. Here is our inspiration for the week.
We have a winner.
Oh, we have a winner. Let me
Again, next time, Donna gotta receive.
Way to go, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Okay, we're gonna end the meeting with this. If you choose to track only 2 areas of your business, track your leads and your listings. That's pretty much all your business. I think you started to be sneaky there, but your leads and your listings. And guys, that is it. Have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing week. Be bold. Get it, Cynthia. Be bold. Be bold.